Welcome to Olympus Has Spoken. I am your host, GM Calethris. We're running a little bit late, but with me, as always, Terry Time.
Terry Time FPF. I'm ready to send a twiddle.
A twiddle?
Okay, if somebody's on
Is it going to be the, not just patatas of the week, but patata of the season?
Patata of the season.
Wolfpack?
Yeah, big time.
What's that?
We suck.
Okay, cool.
Well, I do.
Mo, welcome back.
I am back, yes. Thank you, guys.
Very, very nice to see you. How are you feeling right now?
I am okay and much better than where I was 2.5 hours ago at those 8 hot dogs I crushed in 30 minutes.
Eight.
Okay,
and then,
I could do that on my sleep. I got to do push-ups, man. What the hell?
Okay, relax.
I would have eaten them.
Sorry.
You know also that Mo didn't really go his hardest because he was just playing basketball.
Yeah, I
yeah.
totally missed those shots. By
You
the
know
way.
what? I need somebody like Chapman. Does the challenge, pukes.
Yeah.
No, not
Chapman
Eagle.
puke.
Chapman. Oh, you didn't puke? See, Eagle does a challenge, doesn't puke. Man, he's a man. Not like you.
With that in
Mokan.
mind, we're
You
gonna
are not a man.
We're gonna rush right through since we are running late. We have our
Very
recaps of the week. Trap Stars, Sticky Hands. Not a pretty game.
I got notes.
Comes out just down to the wire. 2-point difference. After starting 3-0, Sticky Hands have been handed 2 straight losses. How do we kind of stop this team from spinning out of control?
Well, I mean, they played against Obamacare last week, and they lost to them. Obamacare,
But they started this season
3-0.
3-0, dominant.
very dominant. They played against a seasoned team like Trap Stars. The thing is, they I don't know what happened in the play, but they threw 2 INTs. They threw 2 different quarterbacks threw INTs, and it was a close game. Like, it could have gone either way. Maybe they were trying to force the ball deep, and that's what happened. But I think that they're not you can't look past Sticky Hands right now just because of this loss. They lost to Obamacare last week, who was one of the better teams in this division, and they lost to Trap Stars this week, who was a seasoned team in this league for sure.
I actually score kept that game. Trap Stars, Sticky Hands. I like it was sort of like a Kumbaya game. They all liked each other. Hey, nice play.
Oh, they were playing with each
That's
other.
sort of like, yeah,
I don't like
Kumbaya.
it.
There was no intensity. There was no like.
You
I
need
want to kill
smack
you.
talk. You need threats.
Right.
That's what you need in FPL.
I thought the Trap Stars defense played phenomenal in that game. Vincent Richard was phenomenal playing both ways.
He's a
Quarterback
very
and
good player,
rushing
man.
quarterback.
Honestly, Vincent Richard is the bright spot of
This
that team.
team's
Absolutely.
pushing up against me right now, and I feel like I'm going to get a basketball to the back of the head.
Maybe.
No, it's okay. You
That's
got
why
it.
I'm,
The
no,
point
that's
is
why I'm moving
coverage,
court.
bro.
No, because the fence is moving.
The point is, though, I think for Trap Stars, at 2-2-1, it's a huge win for them because it keeps them still within range of a playoff spot. If they lost that game, you're looking at a 1-3-1, and you're in a serious hole for the last part of the season.
It was a big win for Trap Stars going forward, but they got a tough schedule coming
Yeah, so
up, man.
their next 5 games: Tomahawk Nightmare, Obamacare,
Loss.
Black Shirts,
Loss.
Fat and the Furious,
Win.
and Sphinx. Think they'll make the playoffs?
Loss. No, they don't make the playoffs.
It'll be very close. It'll be very,
Sticky
very
Hands, kind of sort of similar thing right now. Would you bet like a table of terror bet that both of these teams will be on the outside looking in?
Both these teams? Okay, so Sticky Hands got Dope Boys, Rocket, X-Men, Flagrant Fouls, and Get on Deck.
And Dope Boys coming off a big win over Tomahawk last night.
Huge win. You know what? I see them easily going 50%. 2-3 the rest of the way, looking outside. So, yes, I would do a table of terror challenge.
Okay, so
On
if
both of them
both of
out.
these teams out, you will do a table of terror challenge.
Only because of the schedule, Sticky Hands normally. But you know what? They can easily win against Rocket. Rocket hasn't done much this season.
We're about to talk about them.
We're about to talk about
great
them.
timing. Vuzu, Team Rocket. Thoughts on this game?
Thoughts on this game is that Team Rocket and their crazy style of the ripping off the 2.5 downs offense or whatever it is managed to beat a older, slower Vuzu team. Vuzu relies solely on 2 players, and if you shut those players down, you're going to end up winning the game. Etienne Vaillancourt and Frank K, as good as they are, you can't take on a team like the Rocket, who is all speed all the time, gearing at revving at 5,000 RPMs.
Frank K is actually out with an arm injury, so he didn't play the game on Sunday.
He didn't play? Okay,
I
so
kinda scored that game
Etienne
as
doing
well.
it by himself. There you go.
Yeah.
Mo, since you score kept that game, like in an ideal situation right now, like is this team's issue like a quarterback issue? Like, would they be better off with Frank K throwing full time, especially being eligible? I know that's not necessarily a discussion we can have now that he's
because of the
injured,
cap.
but-
What I
Not
recall-
big cap system too.
Right. From what I recall from that game, Pat LaFay missed his first 4 or 5 passing attempts. They actually had a pick 6.
Yeah.
Go back, right? I just think that the way it played out, it just felt like Vuzu was never in the game at all. Like they got close and they pulled away for Team Rocket. I think Team Rocket, from where they were week 1 to where they are now,
Yeah, big time.
much improved. And I think that will be a big factor for them as they move ahead here, that if they continue to gel as they did, look, you had 6 or 7 guys that caught at least one ball or more. They're going to be a tough out for whoever they face in the playoffs if they get to that point.
What concerns me about what you said, Mo, is that that's the same way Vuza's been playing all season. Is that
they're the zoo team. That's what they are. They're the zoo team. Like, you know how you talk about Team Rocket being the 2.5 Dan?
Oh, yeah. They're
the farm team, yes.
Yeah,
are they the fathers of the zoo?
Impregnated the
because the average
daughters.
age on this team is about 45, and but I think that the only thing is that what you're telling me is that they get down early and then they come back and they make a come forward. It's the same thing every week with them.
So is this a quarterback issue?
Yeah,
or
100%. And Pat's not that bad. It's just that he doesn't move. He stays back there, doesn't move. You need, and especially in Division 5, there's all young kids running the fast speed, playing against a team like
I think
Team
he
Rocket.
knows that, though, right?
But what are you gonna do?
Who is the talent to step up and help him with this? Who is going to be his go-to receiver? Who can he air it out to
It's
kind of
only
create that
Etienne. I
separation?
think Etienne's the only one with double-digit catches on that team.
Okay.
So, like, you need another option. And Frank K, as good as he is as a quarterback, maybe not the best receiver, but he does have a mind to run routes properly, get open. You know what I mean? Maybe call it a different play in the huddle.
The quarterbacks in our league have that when they play receiver, they're able to find the
open spots.
The open spots in the neutral zone.
100%. And maybe he can give you a different look than what you're not seeing coming in the huddle. I mean, I appreciate when Jakub comes in the huddle and he tells me this is what they're seeing, even though Jakub has no vision down the field sometimes. But he tells me.
Time out. Jakub comes in the huddle in a calm tone. He tells you this, or he tells you in a more of the Randy Moss tone?
Bro,
no, Jakub's very calm. He doesn't ask for the ball. Jakub doesn't ask for the ball. It's the other guys that ask for the ball.
No, well, I get that because Jakub is kind of a little bit busy. He runs 40 yards left, 20 yards right, and then he needs to chuck
and then
it
he throws a
80
5-yard hook. No, but overall, I think that it's good to have It's good to have a quarterback as a receiver, so it can give you a different look. We have that in Division 4 as well, but it's
John Brown in Division 5.
John Brown Division 5 with Vince Nardone and top sauce. I mean, it's good. It's got to get top sauce. It's always good to have that. But if he's not going to be there, it's tough, man. And Etienne Vaillancourt can't do it by himself.
Next game, Blue Devils Génie.
Are we talking about this game, really?
Yeah, look, we still.
I like that we're talking about this game.
We have 50,
I do.
We have 50 teams to cover. It's
Yeah.
it's great. I have Eagle here as well. I just want to ask you, like, Gianfranco Ronaldo, 70% completion ratio. Is this like the best game we've ever seen from him ever?
No? What game?
Considering the depth of Division 5 right now?
Yeah.
You know what?
Thank you, Mel.
And this isn't me defending my boy, but he's not a bad quarterback. He makes stupid decisions,
Okay.
and he'll throw the 101 back shoulder fade down the field when he's losing. But a lot of times, he'll hit guys in the chest, and it bounces off of them and intercepts.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say that. But I like the thing about Gianfranco is that he lets it get to him very early, and he can have a game like this against Genie, even though Genie's really not that good. They can have a game like this, 5 touchdowns, 70% completion rate, which 70% in Division 5 is maybe above average.
So when you say Génie really not being good, are they getting better? Is this
Yeah,
better
they are
than week
getting
1?
better.
Okay, so what's the key for them?
Okay, the key for them
When
is don't turn the ball over. They didn't turn the ball over this week, and they kept it close against close. Quasi close. They had a fighting chance. Going forward, they have a tough schedule. I'm looking at maybe 2 wins against the Bruins and Léuard, but take this as a learning experience. You competed with maybe a top team, like maybe a top middle team, I guess, in this division, but taking it as a learning experience and go forward and look forward to next year.
So you mentioned that they're playing one of the other winless teams, the Bruins.
Yeah.
Between that game and now, so between then and what are we going to call this?
2 losses.
The Patata Bowl?
The Patata Bowl.
How can they step up their game in order to be really competitive for that?
Take what's given to you and learn and figure out your offense. So there's a lot of people, I mean myself included, where you start marching, and then you say, okay, let's change it up, and you pull the Alex Guertin and you change it up, and then you throw a pick or whatever it is. Take what's given to you. Learn what defenses are doing in this division because it's not much different than the next team. You're playing against I Ripped Out West next week and Small Giants the week after. 2 very good defenses, especially Small Giants. Learn from them. Learn what a good coverage looks like so you can handle the Bruins and then finish off the season with a big win against Léuard.
I'll say this, though. With this Genie team here, they've lost 2 games by 5 points or less this year. And I was there for the Week 2 loss in which they lost to Sunshine Island by 5.
Yeah.
they could easily be 2 and 3.
Yeah,
theoretically.
how does a team with this much football experience just kind of fall flat?
But Jim, you know the classic tackle team that comes to flag indoor.
We were
not
just having this
understanding-
discussion.
Yeah, they don't understand the idea that, look, you can't give a fucking, pardon my language, you can't give a blindside shot to someone after. Not that they do that.
You
or
can't?
anything. Can't.
That's why I got
But the
tossed.
point is,
And then just like throw deep.
right.
Every
But
time.
the point is, it's all fundamental,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's getting into a rhythm of understanding how you get to deflag someone, taking proper angles, which they've not learned yet. If they come back in the springtime, maybe that's where they make their ascension into a higher rank in whichever division they go with in springtime.
Yeah, we're just kind of churning through right now. I want to get to as many as possible before we don't skip for break and just keep
Yeah.
on going since we're running late. Take over. I rep that West. Did I rep that West really make a name for themselves by beating the top dog, or is this kind of a fluke?
I mean, they're a good team. I don't know if they made a name for themselves. They beat a takeover team that's very good. I'd say it was a little bit of a fluke from what I saw.
They're the old blood machines mode.
Yeah.
Do you see the season running a little bit different from them, or are they going to stay strong and then kind of fizzle out?
I think they'll fizzle out towards the end. I mean, right now with what they've gone through, very inconsistent. There's not a true.
Well, absolutely. Like, look at the difference between even the first and second half
Yeah,
of this game.
absolutely.
Both teams went scoreless the first half.
They also
Yeah.
beat. They also beat. no, Well, I don't know. Brent was scorekeeping that game, so we don't know if that's true or not. So.
Yeah, Brent put the wrong score for one. Trust me, I got a call from President Campana like 2 weeks ago. Mo,
No, but
you put this wrong score for this team. Actually,
No-
Brent put this score for that.
nothing to bash West about. They beat the Jaguars this year. And Jaguars are one of the better teams in our division for sure. They beat St. Lunatics and they lost to Sunshine Island and the Flying Weasels, two good teams as well. I mean, they look good, and they're just not there yet. Is what it is.
That's very fair. I know it's a little bit early in the season, but this is now around the time where we start talking about individual awards. They're almost purely stat based. You need to really, really be contributing to merit it. And if you send us a message saying, "Hey, I have 28 tackles, and you're not considering me for Defensive Player of the Year," number one, there are more tackles than just statistics.
Yeah.
Number two, high tackles like that usually mean that you're being targeted by opposing QBs.
Which means you're bad.
And
I get a lot of tackles.
number three, just honestly, if you feel that you're deserving of it, put up the stats and make the difference.
Get a couple INTs.
At the same time,
Less tackles, more picks.
At the
But
same
more
time,
PDs too.
you
I weigh PDs a
oftentimes-
lot.
Oh yeah, PDs are huge.
I'd rather a
At the same
PD than a
time,
tackle.
Teams that have a lot of success, especially on defense and offense, tend to
Tackles
spread
against
the
PD.
ball around. So if you want an individual award, it might even come at the expense of your team, because if the ball is being fed to you for you to get that Receiver of the Year award,
I.e. Billy Soretis and
John Macros,
they just wanted
Adam
that
Crystal.
award. Adam Crystal.
There's a lot
There's
of
a lot.
these.
There's a lot. There's one every year, every division, every season, every division.
I remember when it was Carmine and Paul. That was a good season.
Yeah.
I think Paul had something like 27 touchdowns.
Yeah, something like that.
Kept
yeah,
on feeding him, feeding
yeah,
him,
Simone
feeding him, feeding
Sharmo
him.
Campo broke that record. I believe
Yep.
it's his record.
And
yeah.
then
Crystal
Adam
broke it
Crystal
after
as well. He had
28.
35.
35.
Yeah, he broke it once and then broke his own broken record.
If you're right. You're right. That's crazy.
So with that in mind,
John Menzel.
Where is he now?
John
Nowhere.
Menzel.
yeah. So I've mixed them up on the script, but 5B right now, QB of the year. Who do you have? Who are you looking at? I said
Oh, does Vince
Justin
Nardone, does he count for this even though he plays in a higher division?
Yeah.
yes, as a quarterback, and that's what I wanted to discuss as well.
Yeah,
so
I wanted to bring that up as well.
Nardone plays quarterback and plays defense. He also plays defense in a higher division.
Yeah.
Do you consider him for two-way player of the year or just for quarterback of the year?
I would consider him for two-way player of the year because his two-way is based on his quarterbacking. So
Which he does not do in a higher
which he
division.
doesn't do in a higher division. Which I would
Bear in
consider.
mind also we have zero bearing on this choice. We discuss it, but ultimately it comes down to
we
those
send our
higher
votes.
ups than us.
I say it every year. We send our votes to Rob. He throws them in the garbage and then makes his own picks.
He asked his wife. Mrs. Cabana, who should I pick? This guy
yeah.
or that guy? I'll take that other guy.
Who has nicer hair?
Vince? Okay, Vince.
I'll give it to
Well,
Vince.
honestly,
I like
if
Vince's
you're saying
hair.
who has nicer hair, I'm going to give it to Rossi on this one. Like going from rocking the shaved head, grows his hair out,
Yeah.
starts contributing. He's like the
I like
Road
Rossi.
Warriors, Hawk and Animal. Like you shave their head and they're ineffective, but with the mohawks out, they're firing on all cylinders.
What a rush.
And I know you like that.
Jason
I
Ross-
know you like that.
Jason Rossi coming in silently at 27 touchdowns, no INTs this year. Shocking for Jason Rossi. The only thing that I would compare him to, just zero INTs. I would compare him to Justin Lerner. Justin Lerner has 28 touchdowns, 2 TDs. Justin Lerner has almost 300 more passing yards. So that's big.
So you also have as well in the running with touchdowns. You have Jonathan Lemieux, who has a great completion percentage right
yeah,
now.
I would have voted for him, but he doesn't throw in a higher division, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
You have Ian Einheimer as well. You have Rive as well, who
I don't know how
Not-
Ian Heineberg is going to do without his best receiver, Steven Piazza. He's not hasn't played all season. I don't know what's going on, but Ian is nothing without Piazza. You have no idea who Piazza is.
No, I don't.
No one does.
Mike
and you know,
Piazza?
Steven Piazza hasn't played a game.
Is he a cousin of Mike Piazza?
Maybe they look alike. Both got beards.
Okay.
Rive as well, two-way player, maybe, yes, quarterbacking. He has the rushing touchdowns as well, which kind of elevate him above the passing touchdown total.
He's got 5 INTs on defense. He's only thrown 1 INT this season, 21 touchdowns. Nothing to laugh at for sure.
Rossi as well, also in the candidate for two-way player of the year. I think those two, it's going to be between one of those
Can
two.
Rossi carry this over, though? Because remember, he's sort of a streak player. Like, when he's on, he's on. But when he's off, he
6
is.
touchdowns last week.
But that's it. But,
Yeah.
again, it was in a blowout game that he
Yeah.
won against the Pack, right? But in reality, can he be that guy week in and week out where he's going to go 16 for 20 for 8 TDs? Probably
this
not.
does seem to be, though, the first season where he's really carrying down that higher division experience. Because we
Yep.
always talk about that. Like, when he plays with the Predators, he doesn't do well on his own team. And I think because this season he has less of a role, he's really just the leader of that team, and he's showing.
It's true. So defensive player of the year, I'd give it so far to my boy John Matty Meadows from.
Yanni Meadows.
He's not a patatas.
Is he not?
Just leave it to us, okay? Mo?
Okay, sorry, yeah. I'm sorry, yes. Exclusive club over here. Huh?
Yeah.
How's your economy going, boys?
Oh, my God.
How's yours?
Very well.
Yeah?
We're G8 power
Yeah?
now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What country is that? England or?
FYI.
Or India.
India.
Mo changes his allegiance as
Eagle?
football and football soccer.
No, they can't
dictate
see
a lot.
it.
Yeah, they can't see it. It's
They can't see it. Okay, whatever. Let them talk.
yeah, so you have Matty
So
Meadows.
Matty Meadows, 8.
Rive as well, who we talked
Yeah, I
about as
give
two-way
Rive as
player.
well. I mean, why not? You know what? The thing is if what happens is if the way it works out is that let's say Lerner wins quarterback of the year, and right now we ranked Matty Meadows as I ranked him as defensive player of the year. Rive, because he lost that quarterback of the year, he can easily win the defensive player of the year. So I'd probably lean towards more Rive at that point.
He's still eligible for two-way player.
He is eligible for 2-way player.
And what do you do with someone like the rusher for the Jaguars, Dorsey, who has a ton of sacks? He has 9 sacks, but
Tied.
he also has a lot of passes defended and tackles.
That's huge. It's huge. Passes defender, like we were saying, is huge. And I looked at Dorsey, but I said he's not. When you look at a rusher, it's sacks. It's first sacks, right? Pass deflections, yeah, they're huge. Guys
But
like Danny Mac, Mac
altering the play,
Kirouac.
though, as a pass rusher, the amount of PDs that you get, you're setting it up for an INT or
Yeah.
a second or third down situation.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good point. So Dorsey can be up there easily. Easily.
And on the receiver for 5B, you have Alex Girard, former defensive player of the year as well.
Hands down.
Concillo, Châteauneuf, and our friend Darren McDessian.
Daron McDeshian. Daron McDeshian. He's my road trip guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
I'm
is,
giving
you
it to
know.
Girard here.
I think he's also
423
the
yards.
show's first fan, and I think
First and only.
we're holding on to that a little bit too tightly right now.
Oh, but
that's the only fan we have.
I
Aside
got
from Kate. Hi, Kate.
a point later on I want to mention at the end of the show.
Okay.
Just reminded me. Girard, 423 yards, 11 touchdowns. I'd give it to him so far.
Mo, any
On pace for
any thoughts?
850.
Gerard's been good. He's been very, very good here. I think you right now give me 2 more weeks, and I can give you a better answer then.
That's why we did say that this was early, but I like that. 5A, quarterback of the year, Gautam Sumededen right now, just
Wow, you
absolutely.
really, I don't know if you butchered it or you said it perfectly.
Sumededen?
Our token,
First of all, I'm
This
not
is where
the
you get to
same tribe as
contribute.
he is.
where is he from?
I believe he's Sri Lankan.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
There's not enough consonants for it to be Sri Lankan, though.
Yeah, there is.
I'm waiting, Mo. Is it pronounced properly?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
No,
from India.
You guys are all Desi, man. It's the same thing.
That's
no,
cool.
it's not.
You guys are all Desi.
That's cool. Before we
Tasty.
go into
I'd
waters that we
I'd give
can't
it to
get out
I'd
from.
give it to Gautama so far this year.
You've got Nardone as well, Lalone,
Yeah.
even Jordan Belmar.
Belmar might make
Jordan
a run.
Belmar,
Yeah.
yeah.
Belmar might make a run. Though.
Jordan Belmar, I hate to give Watch Me Whip some credit, but yeah. Jordan Belmar for sure. I'd nominate him. But I'm going to go Gautama. 748 yards, 22 touchdowns, only 3 INTs so far.
Receiver of the year, is this Olivier Savage's one to lose?
100%.
It's his to lose right now.
Oh, my God, man.
I disagree.
he's so explosive. He's the main reason why they're still in this.
Look,
Even with 2 ties.
Look, they lost to Dope Boys yesterday. Tom
Dope Boys,
there, right?
Yeah.
Their boy, Ridwan Abdur, my
What is it?
fellow.
Also, on
did he
here-
shut him down? What was the stat line on that?
Savash, I did his stats last night. I forget what his stats were.
Right.
But
You have a laptop
Abdur
right in
is
front
the
of
guy that I think can win.
Okay, so he's in the running as well. He was on my list. Someone like Jordan McInnes as well. Big physical body.
Yeah.
Huge. Transitioning from quarterback to receiver.
Good transition.
Thoughts, Mo?
No. After their
Receivers is pure numbers.
loss to LVF on Sunday, in which they had, I think, 55 drop balls. McKinnis only had 1 catch for 14 yards in a big game against LVF, and they only put up 18 points in the loss. That definitely hurts your credibility of winning this Receiver of the Year award in my books.
Cool, man.
Defensive.
Thanks for coming on, Mokan. See you next week.
Thanks, man.
All right.
So
Can't even
I
pronounce that
would
name
even
properly.
consider him, just because we're going to touch on him, on Defensive Player of the Year as well.
Gonna touch on him?
He has great all-around stats, considerable for two-way Player of the Year, Defensive
Goddard.
Player of the Year. No, I'm talking about McInnes.
Oh, McInnes, yeah, for sure.
Goddard as well on defense. He doesn't play offense, but on defense, Goddard, absolutely.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. I agree.
I agree. McInnes, 2-way Player of the Year nomination for sure. Top 3 going at this point. At this point in time, Obamacare. I don't know what their schedule is going forward, but I think that McInnes could be close. But
Their schedule.
I think 2-way Player of the Year. I'm giving it to Nardone so far, and I don't see him slowing down at all.
Their schedule, they got Gators, Trap Stars, Flagrant Fouls, Top Sauce, and Fat and Furious. So they got
And if he can make big numbers against
some
those
tough games.
teams,
Yeah, those are some
then he
tough
puts him
games.
back in the
it
race.
puts him back in the race,
But-
and you have no idea what you're
But
talking
it's like the Heisman race, right? You have one bad game that really
true.
sets you
Fournette,
back.
right?
This
There's
could be
Fournette
the
this
game.
year, right?
Yeah, it can
He had
send
a
him
bad
back.
game against Bama, and this is what happened.
Yeah, this could definitely send him back, maybe by a couple of spots.
Gators
So,
suck.
I really feel like right
Good
now,
game.
I really wanted to do Olympus Has Spoken, but
No time.
no, because yes, no time, but that's not what I'm going to claim it is for.
Oh, okay,
we
so-
are out of time, but I'm saying instead it's because you lost the Space Pirates.
I lost the Space Pirates.
Yeah, how the hell you lost? What, 7-6 was it?
It was 13-6. Okay.
No,
Whatever.
the 7-6 loss was against
It was a
Hotboys
Hotboys hotline. Okay.
Whatever, man.
We can't score, man. Our defense is good. We can't score. We have the second least amount of points scored against.
So you're like the
Terrible.
Peyton, you're like the Peyton Manning of Div 5A.
No, he
quarterbacks.
scores touchdowns. I'm more like the
Dalton?
Blaine Gabbert.
Okay.
You know?
That's an insult to Blaine Gabberts.
I can kind of run.
How about-
Sometimes, maybe.
How about I don't know, Troy Smith of the Alouettes?
All right, that's good. Or maybe Chris Leak.
No, it's an insult to the Florida Gators. No.
The Florida Gators are terrible.
Okay.
With that in
Pure
mind, I
garbage.
said we're running out of time, but let's go to our picks because you guys are just rambling right
All right,
now.
let's go. I'll give you one-word answers.
5B
or 5A?
If we're gonna start with 5B.
Hell yeah.
Les Huards, Junkyard Dogs. This is gonna be close.
No, it's not gonna be close. not even close.
We
I'm
have a
gonna go-
live tweet in, by the way.
I'm gonna
Oh.
go.
I think
Junkyard
it's actually
Dogs.
coming from Here It Comes.
It's always from Darren.
No, it's not. I'm going to read it out loud.
Wow.
From official Flag Plus Football, your votes go towards deciding the award winners, Terry. Stop whining. Only Mo's are ignored. I think this came from Rob, too.
Well, it has to be.
That's amazing.
Who else represents Flag Plus? Unless Darren. Darren took over the account. Darren.
Green,
bald
okay,
beauty.
so Junkyard Dogs, this is their game to lose.
Yeah, JYD by 32 points.
Vince Carter it is.
Yep.
Green Lantern Corps, Flying Weasel. Speaking of, Raptors.
Whatever. Boo. Sorry, man. I'm going to go Flying Weasels on this. John Lemire, like we said earlier, maybe potentially quarterback of the year. GLC isn't equipped enough on defense to handle that prolific offense.
They also really pissed the game away against Fuzzy Kittens.
How can you
if-
piss
if-
a game against the way Fuzzy Kittens? I mean, they bury their own piss.
Oh, you mean Cats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They literally bury their own pee.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's enough to move
Wrong
on to the
video.
next topic. Weapon X Siths. This game is. Both teams are really struggling right now. They both really need the win.
I'm going to go Siths. Ryan Brown's first year at quarterback.
So is Steph Chartrand. No, it's not.
I don't think it is. It's first full year, maybe. I don't know. Jason Armenti, I think the game is on him. He hasn't done well this year, as good as he usually has. But game's on him this year, too. This season. Sorry.
He's
this
really
week.
been struggling against mobile quarterbacks.
That's the problem. And Ryan is a mobile quarterback. So if he's able to contain him somehow, some way.
Ryan, you know you got to be taking off this is the game where you run.
This is where Ryan Brown runs, and if Jason sacks him one time, it's considered a loss for Ryan.
Andel, I'm figuring you're listening to this, so talk to Ryan.
Andel usually does listen. Doesn't like my opinions too much.
Yo, tell that guy Tam Terry.
Tam Terry?
His picture.
What is he, Vietnamese? Sunshine
You know how many
Island.
messages I get for Tam Villadeth? It's crazy. Hey, you want to play my team? Can't. Because I suck.
Tam.
Tam Tam.
Sunshine Island, St. Lunatics.
I'm going to go Sunshine Island. It's going to be a massive shootout. We're looking at a solid 7-6 win for Sunshine Island. No, realistically, I think this will be in the total points 50 in the high 50s, and I'm going to go with Sunshine Island.
I think I am too. I really like how this team is built.
I think this is the best game this week in this division.
Been there, done that. Creamsicles.
Creamsicles by 40 points. That's it.
35.
Fuzzy Kittens.
But I will say this: Potosha has the potential, to completely annihilate this game and throw 3 picks and lose it. But I'm just saying that. But they could win by 40. That was very ESPN of me. Go ahead.
Fuzzy Kittens, Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
Too good of an offense. I think they switched quarterbacks, right? Or is it still Gab? I think Gab Wiseman's still the quarterback.
Yeah. Gab was throwing.
So going over 200 passing yards, I'd say maybe 5 TDs for Ghosts to handle the Fuzzy Kittens' terrible defense. Not terrible, but not
one
that
word, because we touched upon this matchup
Right,
already.
the Barry Jones
Génie, I rep that West. Should I just keep saying rap like that? I rep that
I
West.
rep that West. I go West. Big win versus the Takeover, but no Steven Piazza, so maybe that's the reason. I think they're going to ride the wave this week and then kind of falter off towards the end of the season, but I rep that West this week. Who did I get?
Yeah, we're not really sure. I wasn't here for the Table of Terror. I pulled Smash Bros. I have enough faith in you to do it.
I got Sunshine Island going on here, I think.
That's unfair. If you got that,
Why is that?
You don't deserve that.
What do you mean it's not deserve it?
spent the
I had the
whole
Montreal's
early-
finest and they lost.
I
You know
hope
what?
I have
Let's do it
Sunshine
now.
Island.
I'll
has
take
it.
Smash Bros. Because I met one of their players this week and I like Paul the Mustache Santash, so I'll take Smash Bros.
Well, PZ has it on paper, so
I'll give you creamsicles. There you go.
I don't have creamsicles. I have Sunshine Island. You got the Sunshine Island.
Oh, sorry. I'll take Sunshine Island. Been
With
there.
that in mind,
Let's go. Continue.
yeah,
DG Goons.
DG Goons
and
Rednecks.
I'm gonna go DG Goons.
Yeah,
on
I like this one too.
Most underrated team, but they haven't played to their potential for sure. Need to be better on defense. A lot better.
Blue
on
Devils
defense.
Takeover.
I'm gonna go take over. Hopefully, star player Steven Piazza comes back. I'm gonna give Willie Power the Rip Hamilton. You like that call?
yeah, I do.
You like it?
Riveting stuff.
Willie Power, the Horace Grant of the of FPF.
Les Guerriers de l'Espace.
I give it to him.
Jaguars.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I wrote it down here. I had it as Guerrier winning.
I think that
Only 'cause
Jaguars
Alex
are the
Rivet
better
doesn't give
team
the ball.
on paper, but Guerrier are going to find a way to win.
I think they thought it would be easy street after the Week 2 victory. They've not played as well as they once did.
I talk about it often, but the matchup this week is specifically important for that rusher Dorsley against Alex Rive. If he can get in his face, maybe force him, maybe if those tip balls turn into picks like Mo said, it could change the game.
Small Giants, Les Patriotes.
I'm gonna go Giants. I know you might go Patriot, but they haven't looked as good as they did at the beginning of the season.
That's totally fair, and
Yeah.
the Small Giants are playing lights out defense.
Yeah.
That's all you need. And Bruins, the Pack.
Ooh,
Plus minus of 30.
Plus minus the third. I make a bet
Both
on
teams
it.
have been awful.
Pack. I'm
this
gonna go
year.
Pack on this one.
Pack is they look.
X
really
factor
bad.
is David Kruger. Watch, he's gonna score 2 touchdowns this week.
So these two teams will combine for over or under 30 points.
Under.
Awesome.
No, I think it'll be over.
Okay.
Good stuff, Mo.
Obamacare Gators.
I'm
Gators will probably
squeaking
be
back.
back
man.
to a full roster after missing
Yeah.
half their team
Yeah.
this week.
I'm gonna still say Obamacare. It pains me to say go against the Gators, the good Gators, not your crap Gators. I'm gonna go with Obamacare.
Okay, Concordia Stinger.
Flagrant
Best
fouls,
defensive
Space
defense.
Pirates.
Flagrant fouls, 100%.
Yep.
100%. Matt LeBlanc, not Joey from Friends, Matt LeBlanc, but Matt LeBlanc, the receiver for the flagrant fouls. He will explode this game like he did in Div 6 last year.
Also, rusher Alex Evangelides is back. He's going to put a
Shh,
lot of...
shh, shh.
Yeah.
We can make a solid Olympus Has Spoken team.
Yeah.
Dean Dimitrio, quarterback.
He's actually
You
from Cyprus.
Jesus. Dude,
He
who the
knows
hell?
his stuff.
Did you ask him that?
Just to try to piss you off, actually.
Is he from Cyprus? I have family from Cyprus. I don't care, man. I'm
It
not
ends
racist.
in the OU, so it's actually likely.
It could
I know
be,
that
very
you don't
likely,
care
yeah.
about these things anyways. But
Oh,
with that in mind,
You're from
Team,
You're from Sri Lanka, right?
Team Rocket, watch me whip.
I'm going to go watch me whip. Pains me to say that. Danny of Love.
Yeah,
give
that's
to-
it.
No,
You're running out of time, so Vuzu, pardon my swag.
Vuzu. Let's go. Bang him out.
Albatross, supply and command.
I'm gonna go Albatross on this one because new quarterback. New quarterback Justin LaFontaine is on fire.
BMS Goats, Hot Boys Hotline.
BMS Goats, mother sucker. Sam Easton 5 sacks. Called it. Sam Easton 5 sacks. If it's him rushing. If not, then still 5 sacks.
Get on deck, X-Men.
I'm gonna go get on deck to win this. How can you not win when you're so rested?
Mo, Wolfpack, Fat and the Furious. Fat and the Furious played their last game without a QB, and
Bobby
so did
Spaghetti's.
Wolfpack.
I am gonna go with Wolfpack.
Bobby
to win,
Spaghetti's.
to win 6-2
It's Bobby Hustle, by the way.
Would I drop the snap, or is the snap gonna go over my head?
over your head.
Over my head?
Over your head.
Blame Federico on that one. Best
Yeah,
player in the league.
6-2.
Sticky Hands,
Dope
Dope
boys.
Boys.
Dope boys.
Okay. Sphinx, Black Shirts.
Your boy Ridwan Abdul, defensive
Yep.
player there.
Sphinx, Black Shirts. By the way, Dope Boys are probably the best team we're not talking about right
Yeah,
now.
100%.
Eric Lalone's
100%.
playing awesome
I'm gonna
right
go
now.
black shirts on this one. Tough game against Sphinx though.
Oh,
Beginning of the end for the Sphinx.
This one really worries me. Les Verchefaux, Top Sauce.
Top sauce, no hesitation, man. Easy schedule for Verchefort so far this year. Vince Nardone, not a good season last year so far, man. Lights out, lights out.
And Trapstar's Tomahawk Nightmare.
Tomahawk Nightmare, best 1-2 punch in the league. Cochon Savage.
With that, that's us. We're running out of time. Mo,
Terry
thank
Time
you so much.
FPF.
Eagle at Eagle FPF. Tweet us in. I read it in. I'm so happy Rob tweeted us. That means we're doing something
You
right.
happy-
know why? You know
I'm
why
happy
Sweet
he's
is?
listening.
I think his wife kicked him out of the room, so he has nothing else to do but to watch us.
No problem. Rob, you're welcome here anytime.
I don't pay attention to what Mo says.
With that, guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll be here next week. Come see us on the
Shit
sidelines. And as always, you tweet us in, you get attention.
Terrell Owens challenge. I'll beat
That's
Div
cool.
6 games.